Now, let's talk about presenting your family document as, a proof of home ties. There are some things that you must be aware of, okay? As a young guy, you've arranged yourself, I want to go to Canada. Possibly you have a family, or you don't even have a family, you are single, young, unmarried, that kind of a thing. And then you want to go to Canada. Now, how do you arrange, or how do you present to Canadian officers that, you have home ties? There are some things you must do. One is that you need to ensure that you actually have these home ties, that the family you're talking about, or whoever you're talking about, that they're actually there. So there is originality in the context or story you're talking about. Okay, don't worry, just walk with me, I'll guide you. Now, your family must be very close to you. Now, and you must be able to document this, okay, with strong civic evidence. Civic evidence are evidence you get from the government. If you are married, now you bring in your marriage certificate from the marriage registry. Don't bring your traditional marriage, okay? For those of you that are from, Islam, okay, that allows, multiple wives, okay? Don't bring in your 4 wives kind of something. Okay? They don't understand what that means. The only one that is, recognized by the government and recognized by the IRCC is documents that are issued from the Nigerian government. So you must bring your marriage certificate from a marriage registry, okay, not from a church, not from your mosque, not from anywhere, or traditional marriage, from a marriage registry, okay, showing that I and so person, we got married. Now, pictures, and these pictures, you must space them between 2 years interval. So you don't just bring pictures, all of them from 1 year, and then say, oh, okay, 50 pictures from all of them from the same year or the same month, and they say, oh, I'm married. So if you are married for like 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, okay, space them out. So if you're married for like 10 years, okay, you can space them in 2 years. So marriage of your first time, your first 2 years. So that was possibly when you guys were dating, or when you guys just got married, wedding pictures. Okay, 2 years when your wife was pregnant. Okay, 2 years now the child has been born, he has become a baby boy, and then 2 years he has grown from baby boy to Bolahon, and then 2 years he has grown from Bolahon to Tomide, thereabout, growing. So 2 years, okay, let them see these changes. Okay, now if your marriage is like 1 year, it's fine. Okay, so present when you guys were dating. Okay, now if you have documents that show that you guys have been residing together, like let's say house contract, joint bank statements, utility bills in her name, in your name, and then it's showing the same house address. All these things are documents that show that we have been living together for quite some time. Actually Canada has this thing they call common law partnership. So it's a situation whereby you may not even be legally married to someone, but because you guys have been living together, boyfriend, girlfriend, and you have been staying together, it's called common law partnership. So you can actually present that. Get all these documents, present them together, and then that's what we'll talk about, family documents. You know that this video has helped you, has added to your knowledge. There are a lot of people out there that don't know this thing, and they want to apply for their Canada visa, and they are just, wobbling around the bush. Some of them are even hiring an agent. Now, you can help them by liking this video, okay, so that the algorithm will, take it round. You can also help them by subscribing, okay, commenting, sharing, so that the algorithm can take it round, okay, and help them out. Now, there's something you must know. Not all family members, have the same level of home tie. I mean me to use that word. The primary one, the one that if you present and say, oh, I'm traveling, and then these people are staying back, then you can say that you have a very strong, evidence of home ties. It's your spouse and your kids. So if you are traveling and then your spouse and kids are left behind, they know that there's no way you're going to travel and leave them, okay? Or if both of you are traveling, let's say, the 2 spouses, husband and wife, and then the kids are left behind. Now, if you are doing this, you must state who is going to be managing those kids when they are left behind. So kids cannot be like 6 months that they are traveling. It doesn't make any sense. Now, however, if kids are like 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, and then husband and wife are traveling, and then the kids are left behind, and then you are saying they are behind in the care of my grandmother, in the care of their grandfather, that's your own father and mother, well, that makes some sense. Okay. However, you must also document, okay, while they are being left behind, who is going to take care of them. So if you are the breadwinner of the family, okay, you need to also put that, okay, while I'm traveling, I have made space for funds, possibly for my business, or possibly from so and so to take care of them. And then the wife must also give a letter of support that my husband is traveling, but while he's traveling, I don't have any issues. Okay, I'm fine here with the kids. I have income, I have this thing to take care of the kids. That level of documentation is different, or that level of home tie is different when you are saying that, oh, I'm traveling, and then I have uncles, family, relations, all of them put together. Because especially if you are single, okay, you are not married, okay, you are single, no kids, okay, and then you are traveling, putting your family ties becomes difficult, because anything that is not husband, or that is not relation, that's husband and wife, or spouse and kids, that is a part of your nuclear family. They don't really consider it, that much as strong family ties. What you can do is you can say, oh, okay, my siblings are all in Nigeria. I've been in Nigeria all my life. My parents are in Nigeria. You know, all my life I've been in Nigeria. So if I travel, definitely I'm going to come back because this is where my family are. Now, however, where this adversely affects people is a situation whereby you are traveling and then all your siblings are now outside the country. You know, Canada is going to ask you to fill that IMM family form. So all your siblings are outside the country and then only you and your parents are in Nigeria. Then it raises some serious questions, okay, about your family ties or about your home ties. So you have to find a way to address it. Now, I've listed several ways through which you can, you know, speak about home ties. Okay, it's not just family. So if all your families are abroad, no worry, no fears. Okay, there are other ways through which can prove this. Okay, but just so that if all your families are abroad, you are adversely affected. Now, if you have a family, okay, how do you show, you know, or document, you know, these home ties, you know, and make it clear to the IRCC? Again, get your marriage certificate, okay, from a registry. Get the birth certificate of all the kids, okay, showing your name, you know, the name of your spouse as the parent, okay. Now, there is a problem that usually occurs here. Generally in Nigeria, or sometimes in Africa, we usually have 3 names. Okechukwu, Maduofo, Ogbonna. But then, on that MPC, birth certificate, they are usually just 2 names. So if they are saying name of the father, they just put 2 names. If they are saying name of the mother, they just put 2 names. So if you have this problem, and most time about 90% of people have this problem. So if you have this problem, you have to get a court affidavit. Let's assume they remove your middle name. So you are Okechukwu Maduofo Ogbonna. And then they put, okay, please, if anybody be Okechukwu Maduofo Ogbonna, please, it's not intentional. Okay, don't come and arrest me. Okay. So Okechukwu Maduofo Ogbonna, on the birth certificate, they wrote Okechukwu Ogbonna. They remove Maduofo. So you have to go and take an affidavit and say, I, Okechukwu Maduofo Ogbonna, I am also Okechukwu Ogbonna that was, you know, put on the birth certificate of my child. So you have to do that to ensure that, you know, the names tally. Okay. So just take an affidavit, you know, because one is 3 names, one is 2 names. So you get all these documents together and then the pictures, okay, space them out. Okay. So if you're married for 10 years, you know, space them out into 2 years. If you're married for like 1 year or 2 years, okay, just space them out like, you know, 3 months. Okay. This is when we're dating. This is when we got married. These are other documents that we live together. We even rented a house together. This is a rental contract, you know, between 2 of us and our names. Put them together, and then you have what we call bona fide. Okay, that's originality. So you put them together, submit them, and then, you know, good luck on your application. You have strong home ties. Now, there are a lot of people again, okay, that really need to watch this video. Okay, so one of the ways you can do that or to support them, okay, is by liking this video. Okay, so that the algorithm can take it to their feed, so that they can watch and avoid this mistake, okay, that some of them are about to make.